morning, everybody. In the season of the plague. Yeah. The sun's about to come up. It's Wednesday morning. It's March. Self-isolating, just to protect myself and protect everybody else. Kind of sad and depressing, but necessary. Yeah. I want to remind everybody that we didn't have to have this. We can blame the Chinese for this, but the truth is that we used to have programs in place that could have dealt with this, and then they got underfunded. Their funding was cut. And that was our government that did that. We cut the funding to our scientific research, and that was a guy named Stephen Harper who cut that funding. And he was not a liberal. He was a conservative. And he cut the funding. He cut it down to nothing. He scrapped whole programs. And as a result, those programs no longer exist and can no longer do the scientific research that really we need to have done right about now. Yeah. So the conservatives took away the programs that we needed to protect ourselves against the plague, against COVID-19. The newest strain of coronavirus that's out there. Yeah. Stephen Harper and the conservatives scrapped those programs. And they left legislative blocks in the way to make sure that it was impossible to revive those programs. They had the actual research papers burned. They got rid of everything. Something to remember about this. The Chinese may have been slow to act, but the conservatives, a decade ago, made sure that we Canadians did not have the systems in place to deal with it. And we were warned. The Canadian government was warned. And the conservatives, under Stephen Harper, said, who cares? It's taking money away from the billionaire class. It's money that we could be giving to wealthy foreigners. Why are we spending it on Canadian scientists? Yeah. Well, this is why we're spending it on Canadian scientists, so that we will be ready in case there's an outbreak of some kind of plague. Ta-da! And of course, now the money's gone, well, we're screwed. But not really, because even though the government fucked up a decade ago, the current government, also slow to act, did finally agree with the scientists to say it's time for people to self-isolate. And that's another difference between liberals and conservatives. Conservatives are all about the almighty dollar, whereas liberals, they leave a little bit of room for public safety and public health. Not much, but a little bit. Now, if we had had the NDP in office, that would have been different. Things would have been much better. The NDP or some other sort of socialist organization in charge, we'd have acted immediately instead of dragging our feet on it, which the liberals did, or ignoring it, as the conservatives wanted to do. And you'll notice that the conservatives are not taking the lead in this. They're following up behind. The conservatives are coming up behind on this. Oh yeah, something to think about. So at the next election, just remember which party fucked you over in the first place. Yeah. Good morning. Looks like we might be getting a beautiful day. Take care. Be well. Absolutely.